And welcome into another episode of Dan Tony Sports. My name is Dan Snyder, joined tonight by a full cast of my misfit friends. We got Dan, we got Tony, we got Dan. Gentlemen, how we all doing tonight?
Pretty good.
Lovely.
Lovely, just like the way you're dressed?
Thank you.
I just happened to notice that Tony's dressed all spiffy tonight.
I had a business dinner for work, so
fantastic.
Dress up, got some free food, couple of drinks, some door prizes. It was a good time.
Oh, nice.
And it was up the road at Century House, so it worked out fine.
I don't understand why they give people doors as prizes. That doesn't make sense. I don't have a use for a door.
Beer pong.
It's real fake doors. You tired of doors going places?
Anyways, guys, we got a good show tonight. It's going to be a difficult show because we got 39 bowl games to get to before 9 p.m.
All right.
That being said, let's what do you say we get started?
Let's do it. That's what we're here for.
All right. So, we're just going to go chronological order. Although while I'm pulling up all of the bowl games, I do just want to ask, what kind of crack is college football smoking? So the Group of 5 representative in the New Year's 6 bowl games is Memphis. Mm-hmm. And they're playing Penn State. It's a New Year's 6 game, right?
Okay.
Why is it on December 28th? How is that a New Year's game? That's not New Year's.
They're looking at it in the way that it's... Let's be honest here. College football is a business, okay? There's more money to be made on the weekend than there is on New Year's Day, which is like in Tuesday.
So instead, they put Minnesota Auburn and Michigan Alabama, Oregon Wisconsin, and Georgia Baylor as the actual games on New Year's Day.
Okay, well, it's to incentivize the people who are still hungover to just get sick.
If this is, you know, something that you're saying, you know, we want to make sure that it is going to be, you know, well watched. Let's look at January 2nd. They have Indiana, Tennessee. Why is that after New Year's? Why is that not one of the first 5 bowl games played?
Because no one's going to bother to watch it on the 2nd.
No one's going to bother to watch this game at all.
Well, that might be true.
Like, it blew my mind when I saw them say a New Year's 6 bowl game, and it's played on December 28th. I feel like that's just very bad.
Right, but I mean, December 28th is also the first rounds of the playoff as well.
Yes.
So, I mean, they want to put in teams that can lead you up to the finale, and they can call it New Year's 6 Bowl, but I mean, it doesn't really matter. All this crap always happens around New Year's anyway. The only time it's truly going to be New Year's is if it happens to fall on a weekend that's convenient for NCAA.
Yeah, you're right. Now, 2 things. One, Brad from Not a Clue just chimed in, said he wanted to check and say hello. Well, hello,
Hey,
Brad. Thank you so much for listening. And yeah, it has been a while. I keep in touch with Brad. Congrats on the new job, buddy. But I have a simple way to fix this whole scenario. Expand the fucking playoff!
Oh, I thought you were going to say everybody just gets the week of bowl games off.
That would be great.
That would be great.
I did see a petition that I signed on change.org to no longer give Columbus Day off as a federal holiday, but the Monday after the Super Bowl.
Perfect.
Oh, I'm so down with that.
Yeah, I'm not against that.
I say, I know Columbus Day is a bad day because what he did is bad and he's a bad person and he literally never stepped foot on this fucking continent, but why not just add the Monday after Super Bowl?
Yeah, I mean, I can still take Columbus Day off if you want. I mean, I'm not going to celebrate it. Like I said, Columbus Day What people have been saying actually for a long time, Columbus Day sales means I should go in and be able to take anything I want.
But
literally anything.
You have to give the store people smallpox.
Yeah.
Or other diseases.
But it's got to be done by force with spears or cannons.
And then kidnap some.
Yeah. No, why not add some more holidays? You know, we're all worked to the bone as it is. Indigenous Peoples Day or however you want to call it for Columbus Day, and then let's add a day after the Super Bowl. That would be lovely. We can call it, I don't know,
fuck the Patriots
Sports
Day.
Appreciation Day. And we'll pretend it's about all sports, but everyone really knows it's about football.
Brad said, thank you. In case I don't get to talk to you guys soon, have a happy Kwanzaa and whatever other holiday people celebrate this time of year.
That's fair.
We celebrate Dan Dantonimus.
Yep, whatever the hell that is.
You know what it is. Anyways, let's do what we said we were going to do. Let's start talking about some bowl games. First bowl game up. Friday, December 20th at 2 p.m. We've got the Makers Wanted Bahamas Bowl. First of all, why are the playoff games not in, like, the Bahamas and Hawaii? Why are they in, like, Georgia? Like, who wants to be in fucking Georgia when you can be in the Bahamas?
Ticket sales.
Ticket sales, yes.
I mean, that's just, it's always going to be your answer.
Yeah. I, personally, if I'm a player and we're, like, on the cusp of a New Year's Six Bowl or the Hawaii Bowl, fuck that. Game doesn't matter. Send me to Hawaii. It seems like a no-brainer to play in the Hawaii Bowl.
For the players, yeah, they would love that. But, I mean, again, business. It's all about the dollars. Atlanta's a major city. It's a huge hub for air travel. It just makes sense for it to be put there. Again, also dome. You don't have to bring in the idea of any weather affecting this game. There's a lot of factors. But yeah, I'm sure the players and people would prefer to be in the fucking Bahamas. But they're not. Okay? If you want to be in the fucking Bahamas, be just good enough to get in.
Or
that's the moral of the story.
Or just wait 6 months when you're drafted, sign your contract, and then get your ass to the Bahamas.
I guess you could do that. Or if you're fucking Garrett Cole, you just buy the Bahamas.
Really quickly, since you brought up Garrett Cole, 9-year, $324 million contract. The Angels Stadium sold recently for $325 million.
Yeah, $1 million more.
For a fucking stadium.
I hate to say this. Like, Garrett Cole is good, but 9 years on a 29-year-old pitcher, this is going to backfire on the Reds or the Yankees horribly.
I don't think so. I think they've got 5-year with team option for the last 4.
You would hope so, but the problem is if he doesn't succeed
that's huge. That option is huge. I didn't see that because I was about to agree with Tony. But if they have team option for the last 4, then that's
I didn't get it from a reputable source. I was talking with a couple Yankees fans, and that's what they told me.
Well, we'll see when the contract details come out, but it's going to be one or two ways. It would make sense for them to have an option, but if they don't, it could be a problem because now you're talking about contracts that you can't get rid of. And as a Red Sox fan, we know this. Like, no one's taking David Price's contract. No one's taking J.D. Martinez's contract.
Well, I mean, the Yankees also had that, too. No one took Jacoby Ellsbury. They basically just ate that for 3 years.
Right, but look at the unproductivity of Giancarlo Stanton and how much money you gave him. And you can't unload that on anybody. Nobody wants that fucking contract.
You know who's going to take it, right? The fucking Dodgers.
Maybe, but they're dumb.
Yeah. Anyways, we'll talk about baseball some other time. Buffalo, Charlotte in the Makers Wanted Bahamas Bowl. All right. Buffalo coming off of a surprising year, going 7-5. They did lose their starting quarterback, to the XFL.
Yep.
So it's interesting to see how much trust they have in a quarterback that literally has only thrown 155 passes all season.
I mean, they're going to give it a shot. I think for Buffalo, getting bowl eligible is enough to celebrate considering the way that their season went down.
Do you know how many rushing yards their running back has?
I don't know.
Just guess.
400.
Their running back on the season has 1,626 yards,
Jesus.
17 touchdowns.
We know what their offense goes for.
We sure do.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, sorry, Dan O'Shea, you were going to say something. What were you going to say?
No, I was ready to make my pick.
Oh, you're ready to make your pick. So, Buffalo, 6.5-point favorite. What do you think? The 49ers or the Bulls? Who are you going to pick?
I'm taking Charlotte in the upset.
You know what? I'm not going to write any of these down. Remember who you picked. I'm going to create a Bull challenge, and I'm going to invite some other people, some of our friends from like Run the Point, Not a Clue, etc., to see if they can beat us. But we're going to count this as our championship.
Jesus Christ. Now I'm going to make a Word document? Fuck.
Yeah. Yes, you need to make a Word document.
Well, good thing I've got Word on this.
All right. So you're picking the 49ers, Dan O'Shea. Interesting. I'm not going to give away my picks. I'm just discussing and breaking down. I'm going to keep that shit secret until December 20th.
Okay.
All right.
What a dick move.
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh. All right. So, as we were saying, Buffalo clearly going to run the fucking ball.
Yeah.
Charlotte, on the other hand, they're more balanced. 2,300 passing yards, 21 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. And rushing, their rushing attack, LeMay, respectable. 1,027 yards. More than respectable. A good season. 1,027 yards, 9 touchdowns.
You know who else is going to be running the ball in the near future?
Who?
Army.
Oh, my God. He thinks Army's going to beat Navy.
No. I said Navy's going to be Army. But...
Oh, man.
But, I mean, he's not wrong. Army will be running the football.
They're going to try.
No, they will.
They
will continuously hand it off, and it will be run plays.
Oh, yes. But they're not going to be running very far.
That may be true, but they will be running.
Okay, guys. Ready to move on to the next bowl game?
Let's do it.
All right. It's the Battle of the States. Utah State and Kent State in the Tropical Smoothie Cafe Frisco Bowl.
Jesus.
I don't know if I'm more interested in this game or the fucking names of the bowls again.
I don't necessarily blame you.
I will point out really quickly the game between SMU and Florida Atlantic. No longer the Cherry Boondy Tart Cherry Boca Raton Bowl. Just the Cherry Boondy Boca Raton Bowl now. Lost a little bit of its cool. That puts Bad Boy Mowers Gasparilla Bowl up ahead of it now. We'll get to that one. Anyways, Utah State, Kent State. Utah State 7-5, Kent State 6-6. This is where the Indiana versus Tennessee game belongs this day.
What day is it?
Utah, it's the 20th. Utah State's quarterback, Jordan Love, fucking stud. He's, I don't remember if it's Mel Kiper or Todd McShay. He's the number 4 quarterback on one of their lists. So, absolute stud.